Hello everybody and welcome to Café Business Manager. I first played the demo to this back in late December, early January, and I've really enjoyed my time with it, and I know a lot of you watching really enjoyed it as well. So we are back with the early access version of the game. The game comes out on the 10th of April, so it may be out when you're watching this video or nearly, if not. So either go and wishlist it on Steam or go and check it out on Steam if it's available. I think the demo will still be live as well, so if you want to try it before you buy it, you can do that as well. If you are completely new to this game and know nothing about it, basically you can run your own sort of cafe business empire, let's call it, and you can have multiple cafes all over the map. So you don't just have to have the one, you can open up ones all over the map. And the cool thing about this game is you get to build them as well. So you don't just take over a building, for example, like you do in many games. No, you can build everything like you see in front of you here. You can just build that and design it however you want it to look. However big you want it to be. It can be as, I think it's 3 stories at the moment, but it can be as high as 4 stories coming later in the game. And you can have various different styles as well. It doesn't just have to be coffee and cakes. There's hot food in the game as well, so you can have different style of cafes all over the map and just grow your empire. And you can do it all yourself, build it from scratch, which is really cool. I'm just going to show you what's next since we're already on this page. So we are now currently on the early access version of the game, so all of this stuff hopefully will be up and running. Coming very soon is that multiple cafe ownership, so that won't be long to wait before you can actually have multiple ones. By the time you finish your first cafe, I think this update will be live. Live musicians are coming as well, so you'll be able to entertain your customers as well, which is quite cool. Then multiplayer arrives, which is quite handy, I suppose, because that will be then, if you've got, say, 5 cafes all over your map, could be a kind of a handful to keep on top of everything, but if you've got a few friends along, they can run a few separate cafes as well, and you can run the whole map together. Then further down the line, we've got more map coming, some new areas to unlock, some weather as well, and some vehicles. Even police and law enforcement is coming to the game by the time the full release comes. So let's get started with today's video, shall we? Okay, so I've called as Caffeine Dream, which is the name I used in the demo version of the game. I quite like it for our beachside cafe here. So we'll have it as Caffeine Dream and get started. So you can do a tutorial at this stage, but I've already played the game. I think I've done 4 episodes of this so far. So I don't need to do any more tutorial. I kind of know my way around, but you can do a tutorial at this stage if you want to. I'm going to bring this bin inside. This is a hot tip. And put it about there somewhere from the demo, because otherwise, if you don't do that, you're constantly running around there to throw things away. Much easier if you have it in there. All right, let's do a bit of cleaning. So this is basically the establishment it gives you. So you can build onto this. So everything that you see in white around here, this is like your area. So we can build all around here. It just gives you like a starter area, because obviously we've got no money. Let's get this thing cleaned up. And then I want to go to the shop and purchase some coffee and stuff like that, so we can actually get started today. Now you can have things drone delivered, which is quite handy, but you pay full price for that. But if you drive around the corner and actually go to the wholesalers, you get it for like half off or something like that, which is quite useful. Right, so let's place this table. Now from the memories of the demo, if I place this reasonably close by, like there, and then put a chair there and a chair, don't really want them there because that'll be in the way, but put one there. I might be able to reach that without leaving the inside of there. I'm going to do the same thing over here as well. So table 1 can go just there. I should be able to reach that from inside the kitchen area. So I can just come here, look, and I can just serve straight away. This saves running around. It was something I thought about doing in the demo. I never got around to doing it, but it was something I thought about doing, because I can just serve from here. In the early game, that's going to be quite handy. So this is your little area where you serve from. So we've got a coffee machine. We've got some takeaway bags here. Your service area is just here. Some cupboard space as well. Got some storage area in here. That's basically all we have right now, and you build it up from here. If I press I, so obviously at the moment we are closed, we are burning time. The clock does run all day, so it just keeps on running. So if you do spend time closed, you are kind of losing money, but you also have to at the beginning of the game because you just don't have time to do anything else. You can get stuff from the shop here. It's not that expensive, but I am going to go to the wholesalers, as I say, just to get it a bit cheaper. We need to create a menu though, because otherwise nobody's going to come and get anything from us. So here you add a menu. Now you can have different menus running at different times of day, so at the moment you might as well just leave it. That's the whole day is what I'm going to do, because I only have coffee available. But if, for example, you have some steaks, you might want to do an evening service of these. So maybe you don't want to have these on all day, because I think you have to cook them as well. So maybe you don't want to be doing that all day, but maybe after 7 p.m., you start taking the cafe side of things down and you have more of a restaurant feel. So then you can have some proper meals on through the evening and have all of these like a 7 p.m. till midnight service or something like that. So you can run your menu however you want to run it, but we are going to add an Americano, a latte, and espresso to our menu. Now, from my previous findings, I think I sold this for $5. I think I sold this for $5 as well, and I think I sold this for $4, and I think it was fine with that. So we'll go with those prices. It could have changed, who knows, in that time. It has been a few months, but we'll go with that for now. They're added to the menu. Next thing I'm going to do, just before we head to the shop, I'm just going to move these. Put them there for a second. I'm just going to move my cash register along slightly. So about there. And I'm going to put this there. That's just very handy. So these are your takeaway bags. And what you need to do with these is put them there, and then that's where you like load everything in. It has to be done in the service area. So it's very handy having the bag nearby, as well as a tray or two as well. We can just have a couple of trays on there. Don't need any more than that at the moment. We can have another bag just there. That's quite handy to do. So I'd just move your checkout just slightly this way, and then everything fits in quite nicely. Right, so let's go to the wholesalers before we waste any more time. We're only going to have about half a day open today, I think. But that should be fine. It's more of a setup day, isn't it? So hopefully I can still remember the way there. There is somewhere else I want to show you. There's now an art gallery we can have a look at that wasn't there in the demo. So we'll have a look at that soon as well. You might notice as we drive along here, a lot of the textures popping in. Like a lot of the foliage and stuff just pops in. Now I've tried this on max draw distance and it makes absolutely no difference. So I have dialed it back a little bit, but it makes no difference whether you're on max settings with maximum draw distance or not. These just always pop in. So I think this is just an early access thing. You just have to ignore the fact that everything's just popping in as we drive along. I can't remember it doing it in the demo. It does it now. I think it's right here, isn't it? From memory. It has been a few months since I've driven up here. Looks like the right road, I think. So everything up here is about 30 to 50% cheaper. So it is worth coming to this wholesale market. Particularly early in the game, because we only got $250. So you don't have a lot of money. So it's worth doing. I'm going to take my premium parking space right out the front just here. And it looks like they've added some new stuff in here, because all of this stuff was not here before. So we'll have a little round, shall we? So we've got some signs. They look nice. They're a bit out of level, mind. Level 40 for a sign. Come on. This stuff, I like this stuff. To be good decoration, particularly because we've got an outdoor cafe at the moment. I'd quite like to get some plants. So level 8, so we're going to have to level up a fair bit to get our hands on anything good, I think. We'll get a clock maybe when we get to level 3 in this sign. Everything else seems like it's fairly well level locked, doesn't it? We can get some of these. That'll dress it up out there. So this is some of the decoration side of things. We've got some lighting as well, which is quite good. Plenty of different types of lighting. I like that. There's plenty of choice. Or whatever style of cafe you've got going on. I quite like this. That's good. So we'll come here and get some of those at some point as well. In here, this is just the storage areas, and it's just the storage shelves. We'll get some of those at some point. I think these are the various different types of like bar area and service counters we can have. As you can see, service counter 5. So we can get some various different ones of these. I quite like this one. It's kind of a continuation of what we have now, but it's got a curvature to it. Quite like that. So we might head down that road at some point. $144, mind. Bit pricey. Have to save up for that. We've got a grill here, microwave, fridge, fryers. This is all the stuff we're going to need when we start doing hot food, of course. We have been given a coffee machine, so we don't need another one. I don't know. Yeah, there's coffee machine 2 here. This first one, at least in the demo, it doesn't hold that much stuff. Doesn't hold much coffee, doesn't hold much milk. I'm guessing this next one up will hold a lot more. And this one will hold even more again. So that's good. We've got some juices as well. Quite nice. Right, this is what I'm here for. I need some bags, because we will run out of these pretty quickly, I would say. So we'll get some of these. Don't know how many to get. Get 25 in each one. I probably only need like one bag of those, to be honest, at this point. I need some paper cups for definite. 50 of those. I think we're okay for regular ones, because we won't have that many customers, so we'll just stick with those. So I just need some coffee and some milk from the shop round here. So coffee beans, we'll have 9 bags of those, and we'll also get plenty of milk as well, 25 milks, because we go through those more than anything else. So it's a lot cheaper up here, though. As you can see, 40% off. It's quite a good saving early in the game, so it's worth coming up, I think. All this stuff is level locked at the moment, but this is the kind of stuff we'll be cooking later on in the game. There's more ingredients over here as well as donuts, but of course we don't need any of that stuff right now. Right, let's hurry up and get back, 'cause it's already lunchtime. Load some stuff in. So just on the way home, I just want to show you the art gallery, because that is new compared to when we played the demo. We won't be able to get anything from there, because everything in there is level locked as well, I believe, but we can certainly have a look. So that's just going to be the decoration side of things, I think. I think it is this road here. If we just take a right... So our shop is down there somewhere. Alright. Aha! I think this is it. Art gallery. Here we go. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, this stuff is obviously decoration for the store, but it's all pretty high level. Look at this, level 45, 35. We're not going to get our hands on this for a while. Level 12 for that. I don't know if you get much benefit for this. Like coming here, I don't know if like all this stuff adds prestige or something to your cafe. Presumably it does. Certainly levels it up a bit. Some nice stuff though. That's not too bad. Some of these ones aren't too bad for our wall. I quite like those. We'll come here and get some artwork at some point to dress the place up. I'm sure this will get added to as well over time. I can't imagine it will just stay like that. The map, by the way, just the whole map. So at the moment it is just this. In the not too distant future, I think it will open up and come all the way up here. You'll be able to come all the way around here and get various different establishments all over the place. See, there's like a pin here, and there's one up the other side as well. I'm guessing, is that me that's doing that? Oh, it is me that's doing that. I was going to say, there's another one there, but I don't remember putting that one in there. So there's a target there, and there's a pin following me around the map. But yeah, so we'll be able to open up various establishments all over there as time comes, and as the new areas come to the map, then that's obviously prime real estate for opening a new cafe. Right, so it's nearly 2 PM, so we need to get opened up here, don't we? Otherwise, we're not going to earn any money today whatsoever. Now, we're only going to copies at the moment. We can level up, and we'll start doing more things as time goes forwards. But at the moment, it's only copies anyway. Hopefully, by the end of this video, we'll be getting towards level 3, which is when we unlock some new stuff. So if you don't do deliveries like that, you do have a drone delivery, and the drone dropped it off around there somewhere. Now, this milk never used to need to go in the fridge. I'm guessing still doesn't need to go in the fridge, which is good. That's new, though. That little thing that tells you how much milk you've got. That's quite good. I like that. I'm sure that wasn't there before. All right, paper bags. This is just stuff to go on a shelf in here. There's an extra table in there already that I didn't buy. It gives you it. We don't need that right now. Would require buying some chairs for one thing. I think this is the final box. Close that up. Paper cups, we'll put these in storage as well for when we need them. Or maybe we won't. No, we will. Oh, I remember. Yes, that's so that you can't. This isn't a double-sided shelf. This is a one item only shelf. I remember that. It's kind of annoying. As is this door. It doesn't close. Go away, door. Right. We need to add some coffee to the coffee machine. So as you can see in the bottom right, holds 500 grams. And then you can put your... Is that one empty? I think that might have been empty, actually. You only get 500 in these. Coffee beans empty. There you go. I can go in there. But your milk, you get 5... This is... 500 ml goes in here. But you do get a litre of milk, so you can put your milk away. That's right. Right, I think we're basically ready to go. Now, you can pre-make some coffees. But be warned, they don't go cold during the day. It's absolutely fine to pre-make them during the day. But any that you have still got out overnight will spoil. So all of them will... That'll just be wasted ingredients. So don't make too many. So in the demo, when we were a little bit busier than we're going to be today, I was kind of just making one of each coffee and just leaving it to the side. It's kind of what I'm thinking of doing today, although we won't be that busy today because this is day one again. So I've got to think about that. I don't want to make too many, but I'll just make a latte there. We can just leave that on the side. I'm just showing you what to do, basically. So that's that done. You can just leave that on the side. As you can see, at the moment, it doesn't go cold. I do think I remember the developer getting in contact with me many months ago now and saying that they were thinking of implementing a temperature system. So if they do, obviously, you wouldn't be able to pre-make your coffees. We do with a customer mind. Anybody? Does anybody want to come for a coffee? It's a lovely Thursday afternoon at 3:30, 18 degrees. Does anybody want a coffee? Would you like a coffee? You're eyeing me up as if you're thinking, oh, look, a coffee shop, and then just walks on by. Hopefully somebody will come soon. Yeah, so I don't want to make too many. So once you get into a few more days go by and you start getting a bit busier, I'd make one of each coffee and just leave them at the side for both inside and takeaway. Right, I think we've got a customer. This is the advantage, you see. Americano. I shall get to your Americano. This is the advantage of having your table very close. So you can get staff as well, so you'll be able to get somebody to go out and deliver the coffees to them or even work behind the counter here. But in the early game, this is pretty quick. So we need to actually put this through, though. So she ordered an Americano. So she is... Should have looked at her table number there. She's 1C. So you can see it says 1, and then you've got a C just there. So she's 1C. I'll be with you in a moment. So 1C would like an Americano. Confirm. And it prints out a receipt for you. Put your receipt on the tray. Put the coffee on the tray as well. It'll go green if it's correct. That's the wrong coffee. It'll go green if it's correct, like so. And then you take the tray to the customer. Deliver the coffee. Simple as that. This is a takeaway customer who's ordering a latte, so we can go to takeaway. There you go. Click it. Take the card or cash, depending on whatever they're paying with. That's $5.67 because they're giving us a tip. Thank you very much. Receipt. Then that just goes on the bag, and then obviously we need to make that coffee, so we can grab the cup. Same deal. And then put it in the bag and press your space bar when you put it to the bag, and then it becomes ready. You would like a latte as well? No problem. That'd be cash or card? Cash. $45 change. There you go. So that wants to come here, and then you just press space bar, and then it's ready. Let's get another one. All right, customer over here is now finished, so we can take the money and the cup, put the cup in the sink, give it a wash. And that can either go back up there, or we can just leave it to the side. Be with you in a moment. Hopefully the other coffee machine is a little bit faster as well. This one's a little bit slow. There you go, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I don't know if we're going to end up wasting this one I made earlier. I was kind of just making it for show. But hopefully somebody orders that. Will it be this guy? Or is he going to be a takeaway customer? Oh, he's a takeaway. Can I interest you in sitting down, sir? Americano. All right, I'll get it for you. Card payment. 572, another tip. Thank you very much. I need another bag. So I think for day 2, I'd definitely pre-make a few more copies. But you do have to sort of gamble on what they're going to be, because otherwise you will spoil some. So, as I say, one of each, I think, should cover you in the early part of the game.
Thanks.
But it just means that you're never going to find yourself in a position where you're too busy and you've not got time to make a coffee because you've got them all ready to go. So you shouldn't find yourself being overwhelmed until you've got a bit more stock. Ah, the espresso's too expensive. Oh, she no-sold me. Look at that. Sat down. I thought, oh, we've got a customer. So I might need to lower the price of that then. It is expensive, our espresso, to be fair. I think I've got espresso on... How much milk is in here? 50 mil. There's 50 mil left. It's got to go back in there. Yeah, it is quite expensive, isn't it? Espresso. We're making $3.90 profit on that. Maybe drop this to $3.50. That might do better, actually, at a lower price. It's not as expensive as the other coffees. So yeah, it gets busier through days 2, 3, and beyond. If you saw my demo playthrough, you'll know how busy we were getting. Or if not, go and check those videos out. They'll be pretty similar to what I'm doing here, so you might watch the same thing twice, but... Yeah, we were getting reasonably busy as I was getting through the game. Day 1 was a little bit on the slower side. Oh, we've still got a little bit of dirt. Aha! I say, I've got a little bit of dirt on my dirt meter at the top. There you go, you see? I blinked and my coffee was there. Happy customer. A caffeine dream. Ooh, got another customer coming. Let me hop over the fence here. You're charging that for an Americano? Yes, I am. Might have to lower these prices then. So this could have been tweaked. I went with the prices I was having, or using, sorry, in the demo. I was also a higher level then as well. So maybe that was working because I was a higher level, but we also had lots of other stuff going by the end of that. I don't know how to lower these prices. May have to lower them slightly. I don't want to just keep losing customers. Have you changed your mind? Would you like a coffee now? No? Still angry about that price? Well, while we've got a distinct lack of customers, I will show you around in here because I haven't really shown you this too much other than this. So we've got these milestones as well. So as you level up, you get various different milestones that you tick off, and they give you sort of prizes as well, I guess you could call it. Not really prizes. They unlock items. I don't know why I said prizes. They're not prizes. Yeah, so next thing we'll get is some cola, some Volt Lime, and some Fizzy Pop. They sold really well in the demo. That was adjusted, but they still sold well after that as well. And they're very easy to do. You just put those in the shelf down below, and if somebody orders a cola, just bang it out. You don't need to pour it. They have it out the can. That's very good. We'll also level up to mini fridges, stuff like that. So we'll get lots of other stuff unlocked when we get to there, and it's the same as you go all the way through. Staff management becomes a thing. Extra stuff on the menu there, so we start getting some donuts and cupcakes and stuff like that as well. I'm going to have to lower these prices, aren't I? I think this is hampering business quite a bit. That happens as well. So there were thieves in the game. If you remember, if you saw my demo, there were thieves. They were very annoying. Not had any today. But if a customer walks the other side of this door, it opens and sounds like somebody's coming in. Right, let's lower the prices a little bit. They're not happy here, are they? Let's go $4.50 for these. Because I feel like I'm not going to get any more customers. We're still open till midnight. We are a late night cafe here at the beach. But I feel like I'm not going to get any more customers at all at this rate. And I'd quite like a few. I'd like to at least get our money back that we started with today. This looks like a customer. Please don't say it's too expensive. Please. Seems happy. Seems happy. Oh, come on. Oh, he is sitting down. Oh, you know what? I thought he was... I genuinely... Oh, no, he did walk away. He did walk away as well. Honestly, thought he was just going to walk by Did the whole walk and everything and then just walk by. Alright, we have got a customer. What can I get you? An Americano that's too expensive for a lot of people, but not for you. Let me put that on for you. Right, you are 1B. So handily, it does now tell you. Comes up with like a little red marker. They never used to do that. Of where they're actually sat. So I kept forgetting where they were sat. And you constantly have to get up and down to see where they are.
So much.
What can I get you, sir? A latte? No problem. So now if we go to table 1, for example, it tells you where they're sat. Pretty sure it never used to do that. That's quite good. I like that. Right. He can have the one I pre-made hours ago. Let's see if he complains.
That's great.
Perfect. He wanted it cold. Sat there all day. That's just what he wanted. Can have a chat to them now. Look. Now they have to awkwardly sit so close to the owner. And I have to stand here. We can have a chat to them through the day.
Thank you.
She didn't like that idea, so he quickly paid. You okay there, sir? Don't mind if I watch you drink my coffee, do you? Part of the experience. You like to move this dirty one out your way? I can even do the washing up look while I'm standing here chatting to you. Look at that, you see? Multitasking. I'll take that money, sir. Thank you very much. Right. Are you a takeaway customer? Americano takeaway? $5.50 change. There you go, sir. I shall get your coffee. You can carry multiple cups. I think we'll just leave 2 there. Don't need any more. We're not busy enough, are we? There you go, sir. It's ready.
That's amazing.
I'm glad you think so. Alright, so we're sort of 3/4 of the way through level 1. We're not leveling up as quickly as I'd hoped today. I was hoping we'd get to sort of level most of the way to level 3. I don't think we're going to do that in this video based on how slow today has been, but maybe tomorrow will be better. I mean, obviously we only had half a day open today, or less than half a day open today, didn't we? After I'd been around showing you the shop and buying stuff, we wasted a lot of time today. Right, we've got a table 2 customer. I saw it pop up on here before he sat down. What is it, sir? I haven't actually taken your order.
Hey.
Espresso. So 2A would like an espresso. Be with you shortly, sir. Temperature's dropped to 15 degrees. It's cooling off now.
Wow, this is great.
Does anybody want a coffee to warm themselves up? Anyone? It's a cool night. Don't think anybody's bothered. So we've got another couple of hours open. How many of these? We've got 20 bags left there. Still got 14 paper cups. 4 cups. I don't know, unless they break cups. We don't need any more for a while, I don't think.
Thanks.
Really. I don't think they can break them. It's more just that eventually we will start getting like whole tables filled with people. Obviously you need a lot of cups then. For right now, just single customers, we're fine, aren't we? Right, we're still not completely clean here. Why am I not completely clean? Oh no, now we are. It's alright then, isn't it? Should we have a look at some reviews? I think we've been getting some. Oh, actually, I think we've got a customer. We have a customer. Hey there. Card payments. $4.50. Oh, no tip. $4.50.
Hey.
Hey there. Let me just get that on the go before I serve you. Save some time. What would you like, sir? An Americano? $15.50. Cash, thank you. There you go. So if you ever forget what it is, by the way, you can just go over the top there, and then it'll tell you what you need. If you've suddenly taken a lot of different orders at once, and you think, oh no, what's next? You can just go to the receipt, and it'll tell you what's pending. Come on. Be with you in a moment, sir. I need a new coffee machine. There you go, thank you.
Wow, that's just amazing.
Alright, we're nearly level 2. Still got a couple of... we've got 1.5 hours left open today. It's quite a long time. While we're waiting for a customer, let's just... I should have some reviews in by now. I'll show you the build mode as well before we end today. Make sure that's not a thief, it's not. Yeah, where do we get our reviews? I'm pretty sure... Here we go. So this is where we get our reviews. So if you just go into the status page, shows you how well you're doing. So we're very clean, very satisfied. Popularity is 99%. We have had 4 turnaways with the high pricing. So we could have done better today. But we haven't had that for a while, so that should be okay. You get a breakdown of your finance as well. Sorry, there's a customer.
Hey. Hello
Got late
there.
customers here. What are you, 1B? It's the wrong copy. There you
Thanks
go.
a lot.
No problem. We're with you in a moment. So just go back to that, yeah. So you get a whole breakdown here, and then everybody's messages come in just here as well. So you can keep a nice track of everything, how you're doing. I'm running low on milk, quite a bit low on milk actually. Put some more in. So if you put milk in here, that's not a problem. It's not going to go off overnight in the machine itself. There you go. Well, I don't know why I ran around with that. There's no need to do that, was there? I can collect yours, I suppose, and your money. Thank you very much. Close that. Pop that in there. I do like the fact you can still operate. When you're holding a tray and a cup, you can still do things. Like, I'm not restricted for opening and closing doors and stuff like that. I've played a lot of these. There are quite a lot of them where unless you put the thing down that you're holding, you can't do anything. You do have a second hand in this. I like that. I'll just take this guy's money, and I think that'll be it. Let's leave that there. I'll just show you over the road, because you can walk around this. Obviously, you've seen me drive around. You can go anywhere and have a walk around. So we can have a walk past this site here. You remember from Megastore Simulator? Hurley's tent? It's here as well, look. He's also here coding away. Maybe we can hire him over here as well. So we're now closed. The end of day report has come in. We did okay there. We lost money overall, but we've still got our paper cups and bags and stuff, haven't we, that we purchased, and a lot of stock, so it's not too bad. So we can sleep to skip time, or you can just kind of carry on, I think. So you get into the back of your truck and sleep, and that skips time to the beginning of the day, or you can just play through. So if you want to, at this point, like tidy up and, you know, do a bit of washing and stuff like that, you can. We can come down to the beach. We could have a little midnight stroll along the empty beach here. That is always empty. I've never seen anyone down here. You can have a walk along here. Weirdly, as well, see that 14th Street building just here? These toilets are open. Look at this. I can't believe this is an inside texture. Whether that's going to play in at some point. Maybe I can point people across the road, because obviously I've got no facilities over at my place. So maybe I can say, hey, yeah, go over there if you need the toilet. Right, I think that will do it. So that is day 1 complete. I've given you a bit of a taste of the game. We will be coming back for day 2 in the next video, and then going on from there. But just before we end completely, I will just show you the build menu. We won't be able to do anything here yet because I haven't got the money. But this gives you an idea. I did show a little bit of this off in the demo. But again, it was kind of level locked and money tree locked at the time. But it's got a good walkthrough of how to do everything should you require it. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory really. So you've got various different things here. We've got walls, columns, flooring, all that kind of stuff. And you can just build. So it comes out into this mode, a bit like The Sims. You just build walls. You can go upstairs as well. Design it however you want. Zoom right down and get right in there and see. Place everything you need to place. And there you go. That's how you build and how you will build all of your cafes going forward. So all of them will be hand-built by the player, which I quite like. I don't know if there'll be any like stock ones that just come into the game and you can just purchase them if you don't fancy building it yourself. I don't know. But at the moment, we will be able to do whatever we want. Which is quite nice, I think. Right. I will get into the next day, I think. So how do we get into here? I think we just... There we go. Sleep in the back. I'm going to get up at 6:30. So we'll sleep in the back of our truck till 6:30. You can wake up at any time if you click it. We'll sleep till 6:30. There we go. 6:30. 24 degrees at 6:30. It's kind of warm. Right. And that will do us then for this one. So we'll carry on in the next video. Hopefully we'll get to level 3 in the next video. I'm pretty confident we will, and we can start selling some more stuff and grow a little bit as well. Maybe put some more chairs outside or something like that and hopefully get some more customers. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you for another video very soon.